go get them again.
What's going on, Fragrance family? Today we are bulking up my Tom Ford collection with a Facebook snag, which was a partial of Costa Azzurra EDP that you see here. This is a blind buy that I got with Eau de Soleil Blanc, Beau du Jour et Métallique. So I got a few more Tom Fords to unbox, quote unquote, and basically kind of give you my first impression. I think I paid under $250 Canadian for all those bottles. And they're obviously in different variation of partial sizes in their retail bottles. This one, I actually got a lot of juice. Some of them are a little less than this one, of course. So you're going to see those others eventually on the channel. They are going through, you know, the purgatory and the trough of unboxings on my channel. But today it is all about Costa Azzurra, and we're going to see what this fragrance is all about. Now, to note, this is a rework of the 2014 version that came in a private blend bottle, which was discontinued and eventually kind of demoted to the signature line, which Tom Ford did a habit of that eventually in the mid, I would say 2000, let's say 2000, when did that start? Mid 2010s, maybe late 2010s, 2018, 19. They started kind of taking private blends and putting them in the signature line, kind of demoting them. So I haven't smelt any of these Costas, so including the private blend one, that version. There's a Parfum edition of this one now, a flanker of it. And if we're going back in time when it was any private blend or the blue bottle, there was an aqua version, like a watered down version of it. I didn't smell none of those. So this is going to be all new to me. Now, if you're new to this channel, talking about noobs, welcome to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark. If you haven't subscribed yet, she's free. Hit that button. Smash the like button while you're at it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And what you get from me is this kind of stuff. I'm a hobbyist. This is not a business for me. You're not going to get free bottles from brands, things like that. I am going to delve into women's fragrances, fragrances like this, to high-end niche, things like that. I'm all over the place. But the thing is I'm a street shooter. You are going to get, doesn't matter the brand, you're going to get a small piece of history of the brand, like I just said now. I know nothing. I know a little bit of the brand, like their history, this line, but other than that, the scent profile, je ne sais pas. I don't know. Yeah, if you're a returnee, welcome back to the channel. If it's been a while, hey. But if it hasn't been a while and you're constantly coming in and checking out the channel, I really appreciate the support. Hitting the like, commenting. I have these regulars that come by all the time. And I really, really appreciate your support. You are the backbone of this channel, basically. So let's go into the notes. Let's take a look at what this thing has. The note breakdown kind of looks like a Roche Dove here. Holy moly, I'm going to have to go through all that. Okay, well, at the top we got driftwood, seaweed, oud. Okay. Ambrette, cardamom, and celery seeds. Some of these shouldn't be in the top, but maybe it just says that the oud is going to be kind of fleeting in here. That's probably what they're trying to say here. In the mid, we got cypress, lemon in the mid. Imagine that. Yellow mandarin, lavender, myrtle, and artemisia. So you got some green aspects here. You got some florals, of course, and some citruses. In the base, we have incense, vetiver, oak, olibanum. Incense, of course, mastic, and vanilla. Huh. Okay, so lots going on in this fragrance. So you can't really kind of pinpoint where this thing is going to kind of go in the note breakdown. This version was released back in 2021. The nose, I don't think was published, but I think it was Yann Vasnier, a Givaudan nose. Not a stranger to Tom Ford fragrances, has done Lavender Palm, has done Plum Japonais, has done Santal Blush, and a lot of others, but I think Yann did the original of this, of the private blend version as well, if the memory serves me well. So Yann returns for this release, so that might mean that it wasn't reformulated, or it might mean that he did reformulate it. We don't know. As far as pricing goes, you're looking at this one for retail, still available in retail shops. You're looking at $240 USD for this big bottle, and at discounters, you're looking around $150 Testers can be much lower as well, so just keep an eye out on that. So let's delve into this one. We're going to put it on strip first, and then we'll put it on skin and see what Costa Azzurra, my first dip of this line, well, this good heft of that cap, and we're just going to keep that open because we're going to put it on skin after. Oh, this is immediately comes to mind. This is a signature scent kind of thing. Signature scent worthy. This smells like a signature scent right out of the gate. Now that could go both ways. Kind of boring, maybe. It's spicy, it's green, it's clean, it's got woody aspects, it's got ozonic aspects as well. Very much built like a 80s, 90s fragrance, maybe even more 90s than anything. I'm getting that old school kind of lemon glow, that lemon drop with some woods, the cypress mostly, and green artemisia as well. So you got that natural bright lemon, right? The lemon is prominent. There's other citruses that give hints, but it's not sharp. It's very mellowed out. But within that citrus, there's an ozonic quality. I wouldn't say complete, like not aquatic. Yeah. Definitely signature scent worthy. Like I'm just like that's the first word that came to my mind was like, this is gonna be like someone's signature. Like this is, yeah, I can wear this for anything. Yeah. So yeah, citruses, ozonic build. This isn't your blue fragrance. This is like I've graduated from blueies. This is what this is. It's the genuine salty air with sun-soaked deck, right? The woods of the deck. It's taken me seaside, but it's not a bluey. But it has that 90s fragrance build. And it's not really an aquatic to me, more salty air, but there's much more going in this fragrance. There's a lot more going. There's a verdant quality in this fragrance, and myrtle can do that. It'll give you like a crispness, and that's where this is going. Myrtle might actually be the big piece here, giving its familiar woody, citrusy, camphorous aroma. It also has floral touches as well, which I'm getting out of this, which I can detect here. But myrtle can smell like sun-baked foliage, and it can remind you of like a juniper or rosemary, which are not listed from what I see. No, they're not. It can remind you of that. It smells mature. It smells mature. Think of a man, 30s, 40s, like a successful man wearing a white button-down shirt with pastel-colored shorts, has a nice watch on, not like me, actually has like a leather band on it. That kind of guy. And he's going on his yacht shortly, and he's kind of, a little bit away from the yacht, but you can smell the deck and stuff like that. That's where this goes. It has that mineral citrus kind of vibe. It's green. It's got some aromatic lavender. The lavender can give off like a soapy vibe in this fragrance. So it has that like quality signature scent build. It's not like I don't want to pigeonhole and just be like this for old guys. But if you have that kind of mature taste, like you're kind of going away from the blueies. Like not kind of, you are away from the blueies. It's just well built. That's what it is. It's not a superstar of the Tom Ford lineup, in my opinion. It's not groundbreaking by any means, but it's a dumb reach. Easy to throw on. Dress it down, dress it up. Any season. Wear it in the office. Meh. Wear it on a date if you wish. It has that classic vibe to it. It won't get much wearings out of me personally with this kind of collection. My personal taste, things like that. I can appreciate the build on this one. And that's where kind of like a fragrance reviewer, like you have to have your personal taste, but you also have to look at the camera and go, okay, who's this for? Is it well built by the Tom Ford standards? Yeah, there's worse from the line, 100%. I I could see why it didn't do well in the private blend lineup. I think that big private blend pricing, I don't think this screams that. However, I could see like a fan base that once it got discontinued, they'd be like crying for it. They want more bottles of it. But I think it fits right in the signature line. The only thing that I feel like in the signature line, I just feel like it's just not, I don't know, against a lot of the others. I could see it just being that whole hum release that people will go maybe something a little more interesting. That's how I feel about this one. Nothing wrong with it. It'll be one of those that I'm going to wear like once in a while when I just want to smell clean. I want to smell like a gentleman. That's where this is going. Like just a well-built perfume. Like almost in the classic aisle of Tom Ford, they kind of have this section of their whole repertoire, their whole lineup, right? And they got certain fragrances. I'm just like, oh, this is kind of going in like in a time backwards a little bit, but well done, well constructed. That's where this goes. And those fragrances are going to have like a small portion of some people's hearts in the branding, that once it gets discontinued, there's going to some people that are going to be really wanting these fragrances. I'm at that point that I'm happy that I have this. I got more than enough. I'm not craving any more of it, at least in this initial impression. A good purchase price that I got. I can't complain. But being as an honest fragrance reviewer, it's going to kind of get lost in my Tom Ford shuffle here. It's going to get, it's not in the rotation per se. So it's one of those. So now that you heard my take and my thoughts, I'd love to hear yours, right? This is a fragrance that maybe a lot of you have smelled, a lot of people have smelled. So I'm looking forward to seeing like which side of the coin are you on? Yeah, so drop your take on Costa Azzurra, and you can always recommend me others from this line. There is other flankers. Of course, there's a Parfum edition of this. If you wanted me to go check that out, is it any different? Or is it just more longevity and projection? Maybe. And again, I haven't tackled that yet. This is an unboxing. But I can check out the newest version, or perhaps you want me to go back in time a little bit, maybe go check out the aqua version of this, maybe try to find a sample of it. Drop those thoughts in the comments below. Would love to see your take. And again, there's no wrong take in regards to your opinion on a certain fragrance. Good, bad, and the ugly. I'm lukewarm on this release. There's no, we're not going to be popping champagne tonight because I got a really good price on this fragrance. Nah, it's going to go right there, collect a little bit of dust, and it's going to get worn once in a while. It's in that section. It's not that bad. It's not like Lavender Palm. That one was, and a few others from Tom Ford that just did, but the Palm's pretty bad. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.